First, in case you didn't know, Katie Price and Peter Andre have gone their separate ways. Indeed. With Katie recently declaring she was completely over the split after just 5 weeks. Columnist Catherine Flett said in the Observer magazine at the weekend that she admired the emotional speed at which Katie had allegedly recovered. She wrote this was mostly because, and I quote, super fast, picking yourself up, dusting yourself off and starting all over again is a life skill that she has singularly failed to acquire, generally falling back on the old take to the sofa with a bottle of Sauvignon for a year or two approach. So are we any good at getting moving on quickly, or do we like to wallow?
No, I'm a bit of a wallower myself. Yes, I like a wallow, and it did take me a long time, actually. It was like a bereavement for me. It wasn't that quick, because I just thought this is a massive thing that's happened to me, and I was devastated, so I took the bottle of vodka and retired to the bathroom many a night, and the pain went. It was marvellous. But I did like a good cry, and I'm not very good at crying in public, so I like to sort of hold myself away, and I was about 9 months drinking vodka in the bath.
Did you have a particular favourite spot in the house?
Yeah.
Was it that you did? Was it
in the bathroom, yeah.
9 months, that's a hell of a bath. It's went cold.
But it was, and the crying, it was like, it wasn't a... It was like a... It was like a, you know, like a primal sound.
Yes.
Now, who was outside that bathroom door, Jane, wondering what you were doing?
It was a bit of a worry, but the upside was that when I did finally think I was over the grief, and I looked at myself, I'd got long hair and I'd lost 2 stone, so there was an upside to it. I think it's very
good. You're like a butterfly being reborn.
I'm always very suspicious about people that get over these things very... I mean, you know, if you've been married for several years and been emotionally with somebody, just to sort of stop and carry on is hard, I think. Except that I'm a bit more that way. I'm a bit, you know, dust yourself down and start all over again. But I think the trouble with me is I'm so busy trying to start all over again and forget it that I don't learn any lessons from it. You know, I think you also need to look at the mistakes you made. And of course the bottle business is a bit of a danger. You managed to leave the bathroom eventually, but some people don't. You know, and so I think the bottle is a bit of a false...
So you came out of the bathroom but you took the bottle with you?
Exactly.
Well, and people always turn to drink, don't they, thinking it's going to help, but it actually doesn't.
No,
it's
makes it
stimulant.
worse.
Well, if you cry through it, I think that's good. I think it's like all these things. If you kick-start a good cry and do have a good cry and let it all go, then you've got to leave it all on the side, though. It's those people. The prone to wallowing in it is a bit irritating. We've all got friends that only after 2 years you think, oh, shut up.
But also, I think having children, that makes you have to get on with it, don't you? Whereas I didn't have anybody. I didn't even have a dog. So I had my mother, but she was fine.
Well, you did have a dog, but you divorced him.
Yeah. I think you're right, Lynda. You kind of have to. I think it's great to pick yourself up and to kind of dust yourself down and practically move on with the business of living. And I think I did that. I think about 5 or 6 months after my marriage ended, I moved city. Just got in my car
That's quite a big...
That is
drove 400 miles south from San Francisco to LA, which was the best thing I could have done because I was so busy worrying about not knowing a soul, didn't know my way around, what am I going to do, that kind of distracted me from worrying about the personal life. But I think you do have to just kind of have a little bit of sitting with the pain, and because
I think it's healthy.
I think it's you kind of have to just go, okay, this is going to hurt for a really long time, and you just get on with it, and then one day you wake up and it just doesn't hurt quite so much.
And isn't that a great feeling? That is the best feeling when you wake up and that pain has gone. Well, I mean, I went through it. But unfortunately for me, I didn't move away. I went through it with that person in the same house for 2 years, which is really difficult to do.
2 years?
Yes. Yes. I can laugh now. But no, it was really difficult. But I did have wallowing days. I used to phone my friends up and go, don't come round because I'm wallowing today. And I'd get all the sad records out, Separate Lives by Phil Collins. All by myself.
Annie Lennox, why?
Yeah. Wow. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to.
No, but it's good, you know, and you have those days, but I'd only let myself have like 1 or 2 of those days a week. And then the next day, even though I wanted to stay in bed, I'd think, no, I've got to get up. I have to get up and I have to start making, you know, trying to get happy and get over it. And like you say, all of a sudden you wake up one day and you think, it doesn't hurt today. And he walks in and you think, don't love you. Off you pop.
Yeah.
Your child of a
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Don't forget, if you want more loose action from us, our guests, or some behind-the-scenes gossip, you can log on to our website. You can also create a profile and become part of the Loose Women community. To get your loose fix, just go to the website at itv.com/loosewomen. Time for a quick break, but have a think about this. Would a sexy poster, Jane, of David Beckham distract you enough to affect your driving? More on that after the break.